All right, good morning, cyber traders. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Hope everyone's having a great morning. Good day yesterday. A couple of good stocks made some big runs. I mean, we're going to talk a little bit about what happened with Revlon, talk a little bit about what happened with Weight Watchers, all those good things. A lot of good stocks that made some big moves, and there's some couple of good ones moving this morning. This FRTX, my God, pre-market as usual. Stock goes from $2.80 to $3.50. My God, we can't wait talking about that one. So definitely a lot on the schedule to talk about and what's moving on. First of all, good morning to see you too, Mark, Brian, Phil, everybody on social media and YouTube and Facebook and everyone else, wherever you're listening from. A lot of good stocks. First of all, I'd like to thank TradeStation yesterday. I was on yesterday. What a great crowd. I mean, I'll tell you, everybody was asking a lot of questions. They had a couple of hundred people there. It was a webinar that we did. It was at 4:30. It has been recorded. If anyone here wants to go look at it. But the big thing I want to talk about is I was really going over a lot about the matrix, and you know that we showcase in our trading room. And I mean, it's just amazing how many of the windows on these platforms, a lot of you are not using, and then you end up using everything else, which about 80% we don't use because it's all fluff. It's all window dressing. And all it does is make you think. You can't think. You got to react when it comes to trading. But anyway, let's talk about what happened yesterday. But thanks, TradeStation, for that. And also, I was on Bookmap this week, too. So you definitely don't want to miss that one. Now, regarding about yesterday, let's just talk about what happened. A couple of big winners. First of all, Weight Watchers had some big news in the morning. I don't know, something about getting into a certain drug that they want to get into, a diet drug, which is more like a diabetes drug. And sure enough, you would never even think of the thing making a big move. But what a great pop yesterday. You know what? The only thing that scared me, because we traded it yesterday. Let me blow this up really quick and show you. When we traded the stock right here, this thing had some nasty shakes. You can see it went from like 520 all the way down to 480. And then it started making, if you notice, started making a Fausto flag. And I mean, we're almost done around 10:30. And then right around at 10:30, it finally made its little pop. But if you did come a little bit late, maybe one of those, not an early bird, get the money type of people, maybe you're from a different part of the country, that stock had a really nice pop, and you could see how it made a big move. And then right around 2:30, when we do our afternoon meeting, I know if you remember, we do two meetings. We do one at 9 a.m. Eastern. We do one at 2:30. But with this stock was on the watch list yesterday at 2:30, and boom, look at that gorgeous stock. What a great run up out of nowhere, right exactly at 2:30 too. It's pretty funny. 580 all the way to $7. Great run. Now, are we trading it today? No, but you know what? That was a really good move. Nice little runner. For some of you missed it. This also moved pretty nicely too yesterday. Nice little stock. PTGX went from 1730 up to 22. Just kind of just explain a couple of things that are going on. This was also pretty awesome. Revlon was awesome. So what was nice about this stock, and I was actually talking about this in with everybody on TradeStation, and I brought this up. This stock had a 400 or 500,000 share buyer, not 5,000. Not 50, 500,000 right here at $15. And the stock, it was a great short, right? And it came to that 15. I actually bought it. I did well, but I got out. I didn't want to chase. I got around 520 because it was just like, I don't know, I was having a really bad vibe on it. Plus, I was pretty much done. I had to get ready for an event to do, and I don't like to hold positions. When I do events, it's around 10:30. And it did make a pop. It went to like 540, big deal. Then it came right back down to $15. Tried to go up, hit 15, tried to go up. And eventually that buyer got hit. He got hit. He got hit. He got hit. And then he finally bought all those shares, and boom, that thing came right down to 1450. Well, that was very educational. These are things that not only when you're in the trading room and some of you students here, but when you see stuff like that, we know that's a big, big buyer. We know it's supposed to bounce, which it did. But we also know if that buyer gets executed, you're going to have an issue. And sure enough, you could hope all you want. You could say, oh, the stock, I owned it at 110. This is a good buy. Didn't work out too well with Revlon. But anyway, that was a great example. CRAR came down pretty hard. Snapchat did pretty well yesterday. I guess everyone's hearing a bit of the news about TikTok. Everybody's hearing about what's going on. I don't know. Rumor has it like maybe, if they ban TikTok, what's going to happen? You got all these users, right? and they're hooked and they're sold. And you know what's crazy? They don't care. They don't care that China's watching them. They don't care that it's like, listen, imagine your parents be able to watch every single keystroke, everything you do, and they got this algorithms. And now what's happening, I think the US government's starting to realize, like, hey, we're being spied on, So with what happens, they ban TikTok. Listen, if you're against it, if you're for it as a trader, this is an opportunity. Is it going to some other stock? Obviously, Snapchat, rumor, people start thinking about maybe all these social medias are going to benefit from it. Listen, YouTube's doing shorts. Snapchat, Instagram has got shorts and stuff like that. So they're going to have to go somewhere. So somebody's going to benefit from it if they do that ban. So be prepared. This is why we're traders. Those catastrophes, like we say, always make opportunities. All right, now let's go through the watch list. And that's what happened yesterday. Let's go on what's moving today. We got this one stock that's moving pretty good. You can see here it had a great after hours announcement. It went from $1.80 up to about $3. And then you could see from here, it had a really nice gap up from 280 all the way up to 350. I know a lot of you here that logged in early this morning did get a good run up on that one. The only issue I have right now is, let me bring this up on level 4. You're not really seeing that much action in it. You can see there's a lot. To me, it's called the Lego effect. Lego effect is just orders everywhere. It just looks like a bunch of Legos, different colors. Someone wouldn't know what they were doing. So, but we are getting a couple of sellers out here. I'm not seeing that many buyers out here. They're kind of canceling. So I'm going to kind of pass on that one. Remember, our goal is to find the money. So I'm not completely sold on it. This stock looks like a buyout. So scratch this out. That's why I didn't even go there. The SVRE. Now, this one had a really bunch of buyers that showed up, right? Or just recently, just at 9:45. And you can see it just made a move now. It started getting a ladder effect right after about 8:55. We got this 10,000 share seller. It keeps showing up. I mean, it did trade 2.9 million shares, and it's got some great volatility. It's a 45%. So, we always like to trade cheaper stocks to more expensive stocks. Less risk, more reward. So that one's going on the watch list. This stock looks like a buyout, and you can see from the pre-market. This one is trending up pretty nicely. Volume is low. You could see it's a solar stock. You got some resistance levels right here. So I'm not really completely sold on that one. This one had a good pop, and then she just came back down. Good volume. Great volume, 8 million shares. But I would be, but she had a really big move. She's starting to back off. I'm not really seeing too many buyers is coming up to, but I'll put this on the B list. What else we got on here? OPK. So I had this too. I'm not really seeing any buyers and sellers. I mean, another stock very thinly traded. This stock is flat. I mean, there's nothing out there. By the way, do you guys know what the market is doing right now? The Dow Jones is up 6 whopping points. So when you look at everything else is going up, not really that much out there. So that's why I'd be a little concerned on it. Now, on the losers list, there's nothing, absolutely zero. On the New York Stock Exchange, what do we got? Zero, nothing. WeWorks. I mean, come on, we're not going to 5%, 2%. One thing I did notice, though, is that the Chinese stocks are taking a hit. The education stocks, look at EDU. Took a very big correction right here. It was at $45 a share. It's at $37. Tao, another one, taking a little bit of a hit. So a lot of those educational stocks are the Chinese stocks. It looks like a lot of them are going to start. When one moves, they all move. EDU is like the Microsoft of high tech. Or the Google, you know what I mean? So if that's going down, all the other ones that we watch are going to go down also. I know there's a couple of ETFs out there, but it's crappy. There's nothing out there in pre-market. And you know what? That's okay. That's okay. Because not every morning is like that. And I'm not going to, you can't make something out of nothing, right? But when the market opens up, we'll find something. We'll go out there, we'll share. But anything I'm missing, I don't think I saw anything great. I mean, I didn't see anything. I mean, I didn't do anything this morning, but that's pretty sad to have that amount of stocks out there. I mean, I know Josh this morning put this HKD, but we know about HKD. This is that stock that we traded. And yes, if for some of you who joined us the first time, yes, back in July, This stock was literally at $7 and the damn thing ran to $25. It was probably one of the best short squeeze in the history of me doing this in 30 years that I've ever seen. Okay. But we're not trading HKD. All right. All right, guys. Good luck today. Happy trading. We'll see you back here at 2:30. Remember, we're live every morning at 9:30, 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock, and at 2:30. I post up a quick little QR code. Anyone here on the social media, just take your phone, just click on that. If you want to come and join us for one day free pass in the trading room, you're more than welcome to. All right, guys. Good luck. Happy trading. Be safe. And traders, you see something, you say something. Thanks, everyone.